So I'm still on my speaking at Snowblast kick here, and that's my dog. Just really excited. I get to speak 3 times over the course of a couple days, and I really feel like the Lord has put into me at least 2 of the 3 messages. The first one I'm going to talk about is just actions and deeds needing to line up. Kind of the verse out of James that talks about, you show me your faith by what you say, I'll show you my faith by what I do. But more along the lines that in this Christian world, we're taught so much that it's the motivation of your heart. Don't be a Pharisee. Don't just do the actions. It's your heart's got to be right. Your motivation has got to be right. And I think we almost overemphasize that, because that's what I feel like the Lord is saying, especially for the youth that I'm going to be talking to. And just that, you know what? If your motivation is right, but you're not doing anything, that's a bunch of crap. You can't do that. That if your actions don't line up, they really aren't true motivation. Just last night, our pastor preached about, the reality of the statement that every day people go to hell, and to actually let that sink in. Every day people really go to hell, and that is a scary comment, and really should motivate us that we know the answer, that we've been given the keys to the kingdom of heaven. And whatever we bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever we loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. And how could we not go out with those keys and save the lost? Every good tree bears good fruit. If you look at the parable of the 4 soils, the key mark of the good soil is that it produces a crop 30, 60, or 100 times. If we're not producing a crop, if we're not actually going out and saving people and teaching them to obey everything that God commands, we are being hypocrites and we are being selfish. Yeah, it's one of those really light, really uplifting, exciting messages. The second one is probably going to be similar. I really feel like the second message is going to be about the Lord's loving wrath. I think I mentioned that yesterday when I was talking to you guys. But just the fact that Israel was like God's church in the Old Testament, and their whole purpose in life was to be a blessing to the nations around them and to teach them about God. I mean, that's what God said to Abraham when he was talking about that his seed would be as numerous as the stars. That the purpose for that was for them to be a blessing to the nations around them. The same way that our churches today are supposed to be a blessing to the people around us and teach them about who God is. Well, Israel obviously turns their back on God so many times, and God's wrath comes down, and God sends the sword, war, plagues, famine, disease, all these things on Israel. But it's also that they will know that He is God. And why is it so important for Israel to know who God is? Because their whole purpose in life is to share that with the people around them. And if Israel isn't going to do it, nobody else is around to do it. Hello, church, today, our whole purpose is to share who God is with the people around us. And if we're not doing it, the Lord is going to love us enough to kick our butts. And man, I do not want to be on the receiving end of the Lord's wrath, because He is a wrathful God. But it's a loving wrath. So keep me in your prayers. Keep praying for whatever the Lord wants me to talk in this 3rd talk I get to talk about. I really just want it to be His. But I'm excited. It's going to be good. Bless you guys all.